Who do you keep ringing?
No one? Right, sit down. Breakfast, what do you fancy?
Are you sure you're my mum?
Will you stop making out like I'm the world's worst mum?
You're so weird.
Make you some toast, yeah?
So, I'm thinking of doing homemade burgers and a salad. Cover all bases. Burgers for Ross, salad for you.
What are you talking about?
You're having lunch with him today, remember? You were well up for it yesterday.
Oh, yeah? Hey, I might head into town, buy myself something new.
Oh, like you need an excuse. Hey, how you doing? Yeah, I'm doing all right, thanks.
She's doing more than all right. She's got me running around after her 24 hours a day like her personal manservant.
Like you're Graham?
I forgot that you two were back together.
Oh, yeah? Yeah, it's been a few weeks now.
So you won't mind if I have lunch with one of your exes, then?
Who?
Ross?
I would have.
You know, we just thought that he should get back on the horse.
Are you calling me horsey?
If the saddle fits.
No, I want Ross to be happy. More than anyone. We'd be great together, seriously.
Oh, where are you dashing off to?
Debbie was in there, so...
Bro, you live here. You can't keep running off every time you see her.
Yeah, I'm not bothered about her. I just don't want to see her.
Yeah, well, you got your lunch date with Rebecca today. It'll take your mind off stuff. I remember to make an effort.
Got 6 cream donuts. Here's one, then. No, get your hands off. It's a welcome back prezi. Last of the big spenders.
Hip, hip, hooray, I lives home today.
Yeah, from a detention centre, Gran, not a brownie camp.
Well, I was just saying to Chaz, we ought to throw her a party in the pub.
Pub seems a bit crass after her problems.
Oh, she'll be over all that by now. The only drink problem I ever had was running out.
Unbelievable.
Terry, nice to see you again.
Hiya. What are you doing back?
Well, I've got a bit of personal business to attend to, and you were right. I need to help sort the funeral. I am our Jerry's family, after all. Well, I was.
Yeah, but it did feel a bit weird, me doing it.
So have you got any ideas about music, that sort of thing?
I haven't really got any idea what he'd be into.
Well, these two might. What do you reckon? Music for Jerry's funeral?
Yeah, he always liked Barbra Streisand. I was thinking a bit more upbeat.
He always played that happy song for Al Williams.
For a funeral?
That's perfect.
Well, I suppose he was always cheerful. Bless him.
Hand delivered, courtesy of my solicitor.
Listen, I'd like to offer to pay for the funeral. The service, the buffet, the whole thing.
Well, you should. But I'll still be suing you.
There you go. Sorry, we've run out of sugar.
Cheers. We've set up a base in the village hall, but we've got no kettle. I've been parched all morning.
Devastated for you. Meanwhile, what about my kid?
All right, Dan. Sorry he hasn't slept. Been out all night looking.
The longer this goes on, the more I'm freaking out. Wasted a whole day yesterday.
Like I said, we're doing all we can. We've checked her online activity, but until the social media providers send us her passwords, we won't be able to access her private messages. And there's no guarantee they'll give them to us.
Social media? Is that it?
These are the things that usually give us significant breakthroughs. She's used a couple of chat rooms, but there's nothing there to alarm us.
But you don't know for sure. I can't handle any of this.
Why don't you read through some of the comments left on her vlog?
Why would I want to do that?
You might recognise some of the names. If she's had any personal dealings with them, we could interview them. They might be able to shed some light on where she could be.
It's like working with a clown. Let me do it.
Look, he ate salad anyway.
Which is why these burgers. I know Ross likes his carbs, but Rebecca, not so much.
Yeah, well, I'm going to put in the garlic bread. Might cheer him up. He seemed well off this morning.
Well, it's Ross. He's always off.
You know, maybe this is a waste of time. It's not like him and Rebecca worked out first time round, is it?
Well, a lot's changed since then. And they'd be great together. Even Debbie said so.
Debbie?
Hey. So, as you can see, I'm here.
Looking very sharp too, bro.
Pete, Get Ross a drink.
Where's Rebecca?
She'll be here. Trust me.
Hey, managed to wangle the afternoon off. Hill's foaming, but when ain't she? You've still not heard anything?
Tried ringing back like 10 times.
10? You don't even know it's him.
Well, whoever it is didn't want to speak to me, did he? Anyway, it's going straight to voicemail now, so he's obviously switched his phone off, hasn't he?
Maybe it's for the best. If it was him.
For the best. Vanessa, my son's out there somewhere living his life, and I wouldn't know him if he passed me in the street. And now I know he's alive, he's all I can think about.
OK, so why not ring him again? Only leave a message this time, telling him that you don't want to hurt him, but there's things he needs to know.
Bex, it's me. The meal's all ready, so can you get a shift on 'cause it's gone cold? And Pete has burnt the garlic bread, so blame him for that.
Oi.
He had one job.
And so did Rebecca, to turn up. Oh, this is mad. Like, I'm definitely not having a romantic meal with you two. How sad do you think I am?
She'll be here, mate. Just chill out.
She's an hour late.
Ross.
No, look, if she can't be bothered, then I can't either. Look, this was a lame idea. How old do you think I am?
Just hang on a minute.
No,
mate.
just back off, Pete.
And I know you must think I've no right, and I'm sorry for all the calls, by the way. But I need to explain some things to you, and then you can tell me to naff right off and never hear from me again, and I'll totally get that. So if this is you, please can you call me back? And thank you for listening.
Come here. Are you planning on doing any work today, or maybe just canoodling?
Do you mind?
Yes, I do mind, Charity, because you've nicked off nearly every shift and left me to it. I'm not having it.
Well, you know what? Sometimes life just gets in the way.
As it does for me. All of us.
Well, you're only pregnant, Chaz. I hope you're not going to turn into one of these women who think they're the first person on earth to ever have a baby.
Just do your shift, Charity. Just do your shift.
Is it him? No, it's a different number. Oh, my God, babe, it's from Irene. She wants to meet me. This afternoon. Do you want another brew, officer?
Yeah, I've got other things to be doing, like finding my child.
We've had some leaflets and posters printed. They could go up in public spaces, the cafes, pubs, that sort of thing.
Oh, it's great, isn't it, Dan?
Remember, if the press approach, all communications must come through us. You know how they like to twist things. Best to say nothing and we can set up a TV appeal ourselves.
I don't believe this.
What?
Ignore the online trolls, Mr. Spencer. Cowards, the whole lot of them.
No, but Dingle's been trolling her online.
What? Let's have a look.
Look, I'm not interested. You can't.
Right, I need to know what you know.
Hang on. What do you think you're doing, barging in?
Don't play games with me, Ross. Why are the police all over the place?
I don't know. It's got nothing to do with me.
Connor's missing. And the last time I saw you, you threatened him with a gun. So start talking.
It's like he can't trust himself to be normal. You know, just sit down and have a meal with a girl. So he screws it up before he has a chance to get rejected.
Well, maybe he's just not ready.
Got us a cheeky bottle of red to help things go with the swing. What? Something happened. Is Ross here?
You were meant to be here ages ago.
No. I went shopping, but I thought I was early.
Yeah, well, Ross took off.
I thought that you'd stood him up.
What if she just has a massive go at me and tells me to stop ringing Ryan?
So, fight your corner. She lied to you, remember? Pretended she never recognised you when you were at the hospital.
Yeah, and then moved house to avoid me, so either way, it's not going to go well, is it?
Look, just be yourself and be honest. But don't overtalk, because you know what you like when your mouth runs away.
Next
still come with you to the park?
No, I need to do it on my own. But thank you. You're amazing. Do you look all right?
You look gorgeous. And I'm proud of you.
Oh, for the last time. I don't know where Connor is. And not only that, I don't care.
You know something.
I know nothing. What is this? You in desperate need of another fix or something? Look. The last time I saw Connor, I was with you. And I haven't seen him since. And that's the truth.
Okay, I believe you.
Why are you so bothered about that scumbag anyway?
I'm not. I was scared you'd done something stupid.
He's abused you for years by the sounds of it. You deserve way better.
No one's ever said that to me before. That I'd deserve anything.
Yeah, well, you do. And now you're free. Unlike me.
So, we got you some welcome home donuts.
You know me so well.
Well, you can't eat all of them, surely. Back off to me.
So quiet.
I'll go put the kettle on, yeah, for the donut session.
Why don't we go to the pub later? Not to drink, just to see everyone and catch up.
Yeah. And if you're sure that's what you want.
I wish I could say it's nice to be home, but Amelia's missing and Jerry's dead, so...
Well, I'm still glad to have you back. I've missed you.
Yeah, we all have.
Me too.
Thank you, but I really need to be getting back out there.
How will you ever find her if you're too exhausted to put one foot in front of the other?
If that was April, don't. It's better thinking about.
She'll be back. You have to stay positive in situations like this.
Easier said than done.
Charity, if you're not back within the hour, why are you doing this to me?
Do you want to have a word?
No. Just ignore me.
Do you mind if we put some posters up?
Yeah, of course. Anything to help, you know that. Whatever they want, it's on the house.
Right, I'll fetch the drinks. Go on, sit with Daz. We'll be pulling together now.
Can I get a drink and a bag of crisps? I gambled all my lunch money away.
Hey, you little toe rag.
Hey, hang on, what's he done?
Trolling our Amelia online.
Explain.
I don't know.
She'd only just found out that I wasn't her dad. And there's him. Oh, it's wicked this, I'm loving it. Winding her up. It's probably why she ran off.
Hey, now, hang on a minute. Before you start speculating on that, you should look closer to home.
Mum!
What do you mean by that, like?
Poor little lamb didn't know who to call daddy and who to call uncle. Her head must be mush.
I don't think any of this is helping.
No, none of it's helping. Especially you lot. If it was April or Jack or any other kid, including him, I'd be out there morning, noon and night until I found him. But you lot, what are you doing, eh? Gossiping in corners, blaming us, when all the while my little girl's...
Right, Dan.
I won't wish this on any of you. Ever. She's the most precious thing I've got.
Mate.
Just get you home.
Nice one, Mother.
I don't mind the scars. I think they make you look quite hot, if I'm honest.
You don't have to be nice. Do you want a drink?
I want something.
I don't think I've got enough money for round 2.
Seriously.
What? What have I said?
Well, that's just it. You're so wrapped up in your own head you can't even see what's in front of you.
Oh, come on, Dawn. Of course you only slept with me for money. It's what you do. Ross.
Yeah, well, I guess that's all you'd see in someone like me. Like I'd ever have a genuine feeling. Well, I'm human too, you know.
I was married to my Emmerdale for 55 years. Till she was taken. With cancer. She was the light of my life.
I'm sorry to hear that. Listen, Ralph.
I never looked at another woman again.
Well, you're looking at me now. Not like that, I mean.
Oh, I would have, if I were 20 years younger.
Huh? Only 20? Look, Ralph, I'm sorry, but do you mind? It's just I'm meeting someone here
And I'm cramping your style.
No. Well, yes, a little bit. It's just this is really important.
Everyone's important till you reach a certain age. You'll be old too, you know, one day.
Look, I didn't mean anything.
Oh my God.
What are you laughing at?
You spinning off that geezer.
Yeah, not for you to sit there, thanks.
For country, isn't it? I can sit where I like, but...
Yes, and God knows you look like you need a seat. Look, I don't want to sound mean, but I'm supposed to be meeting someone on this bench.
OK, well, maybe I am as well.
Who, your carer? Anyway, I got here first.
I don't have a carer. Are you always this rude?
No. Yes, actually, I am sometimes, quite often.
Me too. We just sit here and, like, slag each other up, you know?
Look, I'm really sorry, but can you just...
I'm Ryan, your son.
Who was she? I thought you liked Rebecca.
She's a prostitute and a drugger.
Oh, brilliant. Now everyone's in the picture.
Is that what today was about? You having sex with anybody available?
No, it just happened. And anyway, I'm not accountable to you. You couldn't even be bothered to show up.
And for once, I'm glad my brain made me late. Saved me a whole world of pain.
No, Rebecca, wait.
Did she bring you drugs?
Give me a break.
Well, what then? Because you don't need to pay for sex.
Pete, will you just stop getting involved? Do you know how that makes me feel?
I thought I was helping.
Just get out!
Look, I live here. Look, why are you still pushing everyone away? You're going to end up bitter and lonely if you carry on like this.
Yeah, well, maybe I want it that way.
I know you don't mean that. Ross, look, just talk to me.
Their child is missing, and you had the audacity to blame them. Way to go.
You heard how they spoke to poor little Noah.
Poor little Noah is untouched by anything. It comes from having charity as his mother.
I'd know all about that.
Don't you be on our side?
The only side I'm on right now is Amelia's, and I'm going out looking later. Are you coming?
Well, I would, but I have awful bunions.
It's funny, that.
Mind if I join you?
I'm not really in the best place, if I'm honest.
We'll get her home one way or the other.
It's the or other that scares me.
Everything's now between Daz and his brother.
Why do you want to know that?
Just interested. Helps to get the bigger picture.
Well, things are only marginally better, I suppose, since
Since?
Dan tried to run Daz over.
I see.
But he didn't mean it. I mean, he was just upset. You can't blame either of them for this.
Hey, who said I was?
I always say the wrong thing, but I don't give a stuff anymore. I've got no filter. You need to now know where I get it from, hey? You stop talking.
Yeah, sorry, it's just...
You were the one who was, like, constantly ringing me, remember?
Yeah, after you rang me first yesterday. It was you, wasn't it?
Yeah. bad bottled it.
I'm sorry. I wasn't expecting...
What, a gobby disabled bloke for a son?
I wasn't expecting you at all, actually. I was waiting for Irene.
Yeah. Life full of disappointments.
No, I'm not disappointed.
Yeah, you are.
No, I'm not. I'm shocked, obviously. Not because of you. I wanted to see you.
Yeah, and now you have. You can't even look. Look, this isn't what I wanted either, but I was born this way, so, you know, what are you going to do?
So you were like this since birth? Ryan, I didn't even know you'd survived, let alone had these kinds of problems.
Problem? I've not got problem. I've got cerebral palsy. It's not a big deal. Fine. Don't look at me, you really can't bear it, but I'm here now, so you might as well just say what you want to say.
Hey, it's nice to see your face again. Yeah, you too.
Is there any news on Amelia?
No, not that we've heard.
It's so awful. Hey, look, I'm sorry about your mum leaving. If I hadn't have...
No, don't worry about it. It's not your fault. And I'm glad that you're back for Jerry's funeral.
Can't get my head around how it happened.
When Eric hears about that solicitor's letter...
So we'll keep it zipped till we've got some advice. Liv, it's good to see you back. And I am so sorry about Jerry.
I know you liked him. You want to hurt him.
You don't know what that means till you said that. You have no idea.
You're the first person to put a smile on his face for weeks.
Has there been any news?
Has Amelia been found yet?
No. No, she's still missing.
Can you say a few words in case he's watching?
Amelia, sweetheart, if you're out there, please come home. You won't be in any trouble. We just want you back safe and sound.
Some reports are saying that you're her real dad. Can you confirm what your relationship is to her?
What?
Are you her real dad?
I'm not her dad. I'm her uncle. I've always been her uncle. Excuse me.
So do you like Dawn then?
What? No. And she doesn't like me either. She was just using me so she could get some cash to score.
Yeah, well, she seemed pretty angry when you tried to pay her.
She's not into me. It was just a deal.
Well, not every woman is using you. Look at Rebecca.
Oh, she couldn't even show up, Pete.
Oh, she's got a brain injury. I'll just come for a pint, eh? Look, Debbie probably won't even be in there, and if she is, we'll go to the mall.
I don't give a stuff. I am done, Pete. I am done with women. No one's going to want me now. Not looking like this, so either just shut up or go.
Look, you're clearly doing fine as you are. And you're happy.
That is such a cop-out.
Well, you seem it. And you've got a good family, yeah?
They could have kept me under the stairs for all you know.
Ryan...
Why did the police need my DNA? I mean, that's the real reason you're here, isn't it? To get me to comply. So just be honest.
No, I wanted to see you. Genuinely, I did. And yes, there's all the police stuff, but please, can we just forget about all that now?
Why? Because you suddenly feel sorry for me. Oh, poor disabled guy, right?
You don't give up, you, do you?
Yeah. I know an allegation was made against a man who might be my dad.
Well, Ryan, you really don't need to know the details.
I've had a lot of people decide what I need to know over the years. Don't be one of them, Charity.
To our little Liv.
Welcome home, kid.
Day sooner, you could have helped him do the nursery.
It's child labour.
I'm really excited for you too.
Not as excited as us.
Hey, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm getting there.
I just thought coming out with the kids for a little bit would help.
Liv, it's so great you're home.
Yeah, it's really great to be back.
Any news on Amelia?
Nothing, no. A few of us are handing out flyers in autumn later.
Good idea.
I'll join you. Better than hanging around here waiting for news.
Me too. Yeah, we can help out for a couple of hours.
I can send Graham out to help.
Yeah, great, thanks.
Come on, kids.
Thought you were on a date.
Turns out not. Do you need a hand?
Always. Charity's done a runner. Honestly, I could kill her with my bare hands.
Oh, I'm dying for the loo. Get us a pint, please, Chaz.
She not with you, then?
No, she's at the dentist. Wisdom tooth.
What is she up to?
Not your mother. Everything. But the first we'll hear about it is when the police stage a raid or when the pub falls in.
This isn't pretty. I don't even know where... I didn't have a great upbringing. I was drinking, I was on the streets, I didn't know where I was sleeping most nights.
Did you have a mum and dad?
For all the good they were. Let's just say they weren't interested. I was bad in their eyes, so I guess I just lived up to it. Got chucked out. I was 14 when I had you. I was just a kid myself. It's the hardest day of my life. It's all over the place.
Why did you leave me in the hospital?
I'm not proud. It's just, I was really scared. I watched you flatline, Ryan. I thought you died in front of me. I mean, you died in front of me. I just couldn't cope. I panicked. I just found myself running down this corridor and I guess I just never stopped.
So you just took off? Did my dad not want to see me either?
Ryan, it wasn't like that.
Was he on the street too? Is that where you met him?
Yeah, in a way, I guess.
So, you were underage and he was, what, a few years older?
Yeah, something like that. It was all such a mess. It was just a horrible, painful mess.
Thanks.
I don't mean because of you.
Yeah, but I was a part of it. You just wanted to forget me.
Ryan.
Anyway, you were right about one thing. I did have a happy life. My real mum is totally amazing. She'd always looked out for me.
Well, there you go. I mean, that's brilliant, isn't it?
I mean, she'd over there waiting for me. She's terrified that even now I'm gonna get hurt. She wanted me to meet you, but she is so protective, so scared. So she said she'd wait nearby, just in case I went wrong, you know?
Well, you know, that's what a good mum does. She stays.
Do you want ice cream?
Not massively, no.
I do. Don't go anywhere, all right?
Hello, Charity.
We'll need new bedding when we open again. It's all looking so shabby.
It's official then? The lawsuit? I was going to tell you. When? He is threatening to destroy us. So we'll get some advice. We'll sort it. Oh, we again. There is no such thing as we, especially after this. This is of your doing, nobody else. Well, I should be getting my own advice, because I'm telling you right now, there is no way that I'm going to be dragged down with either of you.
If he's suing the business, we're all in the frame.
I'm so sorry.
Bex, I swear I would have never set that up if I'd known he was going to be a pig.
I'm over it. Oh, but
What are you doing?
I have started carrying this notebook around, so I am reminding myself what a complete idiot Ross is. Never let me go near him ever again.
Roger that.
Excuse me, but that's my brother.
But he was a pig, you can't deny it.
Yeah, well, it's not his fault. Get us another pint.
Please?
Pete, hey.
All having a nice time.
I've not seen you for ages, or Ross. How's he doing?
Actually, I thought he was doing much better, sir, if I'm honest. But it turns out not.
Oh, I had this really bad dream about the acid attack the other night. It was awful. Poor Ross.
Not exactly dinner time conversation, is it?
How could anyone do such a thing?
Yeah. So what do you think, Debbie? Can you shed any light?
I think you should go right now.
You tell me what to do.
We got a problem.
Yeah, actually. A massive one. But let's see if Debbie can help.
Like I said, you should go.
What? You're going to set your tough guy on me, are you? She ruined my brother's life.
What? Ross is?
Come on, Debbie. Tell her. I'm sure she'll be so proud.
Like I said.
What do you want me to?
Pete, what are you talking about?
Pete, go home. Debbie, get in the back room.
So you remembered me then? Eventually?
I was shocked. You turning up at the hospital. I was scared you were going to...
What, hurt him? Yeah, I get it. You don't have to go as far as moving house.
That wasn't because of you. I just retired. We were moving anyway.
Why didn't you tell me that he'd survived?
At the time. You disappeared that fast. You didn't even leave your real name, if you remember.
All these years, I thought he'd died. I thought he died.
They revived him, eventually, but it was touch and go for a bit.
How come you adopted him?
Well, we fostered him first, and then, well, then we just fell in love with him. It was hard not to. I've always said if you'd stuck around, you'd have never left.
Thank you for...
He's a joy and a blessing. I've never needed thanking. You were raped, weren't you? An older boyfriend, I'm guessing? It's only years later you realise the damage they did. I saw many girls like you in that ward. No bloke to support them.
No, he was never my boyfriend. He kept me locked up. He raped me repeatedly, and then he passed me around his mates, you know.
You were so young, so vulnerable.
Well, it set me up, you know. A survivor, always have been.
So's Ryan. Now I know where he gets it from. Which is why he needs the full truth.
No, no way. No, he can't know any of this.
What were you expecting would happen? If this goes to court, he'll find out anyway. If he has to read about this in the newspapers, I'll never forgive you. And neither will he.
Can I ask you one thing?
Go on.
Is he like that because of me? Because of how I was, how I've been living?
It was a traumatic birth. His brain was starved of oxygen.
So, yes, then.
Nobody knows what would have happened. Now, that's all in the past. And what matters now is what happens next. There are no half measures here. You can't just show up wanting his DNA, telling him you're his mum and some horror was his dad before taking off again. Because that would be just using him.
No, I don't want to do that.
Then you've a choice to make. You either tell him the full truth and you stay around to help him through all of this permanently, or you stop this whole thing now. The court case, contact, everything. And you never see him again.
So to confirm, we're going for let me entertain you as we go in, happy as we go out.
Sure, it's your choice, unfortunately.
Jerry'll approve. Oh, and no skimping on the buffet. Doug's paying, so we might as well make the most of it.
Well, you can sort all that. I really need to get looking for Amelia.
Terry, have you got a minute? Surely we can come to some agreement. I mean, I've held my hands up. This is my doing.
Which is why I'm taking you to court.
No, you're taking the company to court. I don't even have a share on it. It's Eric and Diane who'll be losing everything. You can't punish innocent people for my doing.
Well, you should have thought about that before you did a Frank Spencer on the property, shouldn't you?
Look, Terry, I am desperate here.
And I am a grieving uncle. So don't come to me with your bleeding heart.
I will do anything, anything at all, if you will drop this lawsuit and just deal with me. Whatever it is you want, I'll get it. I'll find it. But just leave Eric and Diane out of it. Please.
So, what do you think of the old lady?
I'm sure she'd love to hear you say that.
Yeah, well, she's used to much work.
Yeah, I bet.
Would you have kept me if you knew I hadn't died?
Ryan, I was just a kid myself. I mean, I was in a hell of a mess. I had no home. With everything you had going on, what kind of life could I have given you?
Like him.
No, you are nothing like him.
So, how long were you together?
Ryan...
Did you ever love him?
It wasn't like that. He...
I'm sorry.
You're sorry. Ryan, none of this is your fault.
I'll give my DNA, if it helps. But will I have to go to court and see him?
Ryan, listen to me, okay? You do not have to do anything. I got you into this, okay? Me, not you. And you don't need it, not one bit of it. You just need to get on with your life and be happy. I mean, who am I to come charging in here, demanding all these things, turning things upside down? You know, Irene adopting you was the best thing to ever happen to you. You have no idea how lucky that makes you. And for the record, you're not a disappointment. You were always good enough for me. I just wasn't good enough for you. I'm so sorry. Bye, Ryan.
Ryan.
Mum, just tell me what he meant.
Sarah, will you ease up on your mum? She's clearly upset.
And yet she does have a point.
If it's about what happened to Ross. Sarah.
Don't have to answer any of this.
Yes, she does, and she's my mum, so keep out of it.
Tell him, kid.
Swear on my life you didn't do anything bad.
Come on, we're getting Jack and we're going.
Mum, swear on my life you had nothing to do with it. Tell me.
Oh, my God.
I wish I could. I never, ever wanted anything to happen to Ross. And I never mentioned acid, it was him. I wanted him to get beat up because I wanted him to stop hurting us.
So how come Ross ended up with it in his face?
Because they got the wrong man. He got the wrong man, it was an accident. He went too far. Oh, Ross. Oh, that pain, and it's all your fault.
Ross knows the truth and so does Pete, and we are trying to move forwards. Just... you let us do that, okay?
No, there's nothing okay about this.
Sarah, I'm sorry. Stay away from me! Sarah, please! Why are you even still with him if you hate him so much?
We're working on it.
Don't make me go home with her, please, Granny Faith, please.
Maybe just one night.
No! You're coming home with me.
You just let things settle, yeah?
Hey, listen, that copper's right. Maybe no news is good news.
She's still not home. How was that good news?
Was only offering hope.
Yeah, well, just shut it, OK?
Anybody hungry? I could make up some sarnies.
Well, I can't eat. I can't do anything. All I can think about is her out there on her own.
Well, let's have a listen to what these clowns have got to say.
A search is underway for Amelia Spencer from Emmerdale. The 11-year-old went missing 2 days ago from her home and hasn't been seen since.
Amelia, if you're out there...
The police said no comments.
Shh. Come home. You're not in any trouble. We just want you back, safe and sound.
Some reports are saying you're her real dad. Can you confirm what your relationship is to her?
Are you her dad?
I'm not a dad. I'm her uncle. Always been her uncle. Excuse me.
Police are asking the public to keep a look...
You flaming idiot! That's why she ran off in the first place. Now you're going to broadcast it to the world.
No, they knew what happened. They asked me.
You still could have said no comment. But no, you want everyone to know that you're her dad.
I just said I was her uncle. You heard me.
Tell what you meant. If you hadn't come back, she'd still be here.
Oh, Dan, calm down, man.
And you brought him back here. You're as bad as him.
Right, I've heard enough. I'm off out. Feel sorry for yourself on your own as far as I'm concerned.
Come on, Des.
Yeah, fine by me. Go on, get out. All of you, just get out!
I had Chaz on my case in the pub. Had to lie through my teeth.
Well, Charity and Irene have got a lot to talk about.
Or fight about.
Be positive. Oh, I've actually lost count how many times I've said that today, with Amelia missing.
Oh, that poor kid. Oh, I've been ringing you like mad. So, how was it? Did she turn up? Well, she must have done. You've been gone ages.
She turned up.
And? What was she like?
Decent mum. Unlike me.
She said that?
That's what I feel. Met Ryan.
What?
Yeah, talked to him for ages. And Irene gave us space and...
But that's amazing. So, what's he like? Is he like you?
He's lovely. He's funny, friendly, snarky.
So, just like you.
He's disabled, Vanessa. Got cerebral palsy. His brain got starved of oxygen at birth. So thanks to me.
Well, hang on. What do you mean, thanks to you? How is that your fault?
Oh, come on, Ness. I told you how it was. I was barely sober for most of the pregnancy. Ruined his life.
No, you can't seriously think that.
I do.
He might still have been born disabled.
But probably not. And I don't need the kid gloves.
OK, so, did you tell him about the case?
Well, it meant telling him about all the gory details, and I just couldn't. So So I'm dropping it.
No, you can't.
No, he's been through enough in his life. And where was I?
You were struggling, alone. You were a frightened kid.
What if he has to go to court? And see bails? I can't let him know what a monster his dad is. I just can't.
And what about what you went through, Charity? What about the kid you were? You deserve justice too.
He was my baby, Vanessa. And I know I'm not the world's best mum, and I didn't protect him then, but I can now by doing this.
You're not thinking straight.
It's the best thing that I can do for him. So it's over.
Still to come tonight, trying out all the things on your summer shopping list. Philip's here with how to spend it well, house and garden next. Then we join Her Majesty and Sir David Attenborough as they discuss the Queen's Green Planet at 9.